our nativity scene is coming along. We've got some sheep. We're going to need to draw some shepherds. So let's not talk about it. Let's do it. It's time for the shepherds to make their entrance, and as ever on this project I'm going to measure out 15 millimeters at a time, so that's 15, that's 30, 35, 60, and here I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to go 15 or 1.5 centimeters and 5 centimeters, and then there again. And I'm going to draw two shepherds, and on these bits I draw in the head. Okay, so that's where the head's going to go, and in each one there's going to be like the turban bit of like an Arab headdress, the bit that goes on the top, which I should know the word for. This one I'm going to slightly tilt. This will come out like that, and then we're going to want to have arms like that and arms like that. Now this one is going to be holding a shepherd's crook, which is kind of that shape, and we're going to want to have fingers there, and then he'll have his other hand there, and then this will be his headdress coming down there, and then we can put the rest of the body in there, and I'm taking this down a bit further than that 6. And here what we're going to do is we are going to put a little lamb in there, and you saw me I showed you how to do this in the last one. So this will come down like that, and his body will come down just a little bit. Now let us ink this in. Always draw the things that are nearest to you first, and we're going to draw in the little lamb's head, a little Y for the nose, ear, ear, curly body, and then we can draw this sleeve, this kind of big sleeve that he has, and then we're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers of his hand there. This is very simple. I don't want to make this difficult for you. So he's looking out like that, and then we'll see his little feet dangling below. Let's put that piece in there which holds his headdress on. We'll come down there, curve that in a little bit there, and what we're going to do is his eyes, like all of these characters, they're not quite dots, they're just a kind of a very short line. I'm going to bring his nose down like that, and then his mouth, he's going to have a moustache here, okay, like that, but it's kind of a beard that goes all the way around like an O, and then put his teeth in there so he's smiling, and there's his chin, and we can maybe have his neck there as well. Bring the rest of his body down there like that, straight across the bottom where he's going to be standing up. And I'm going to make him a little bit stripy, I think, like that. And we'll bring these stripes in around like that. Now this one here, what we want to do is to draw the things that are nearest to us. So what we have here is the cuff of his tunic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are his fingers going up and around into his shepherd's crook, staff thing, and then that will come around there like that, and then we want to have his headdress bit there as well, which will go around there and come down here, slightly curving inwards, slightly curving in, and again I'm going to give him little kind of short lines for the eyes. There's his nose, and I'm going to give him a moustache. He's going to be quite jolly, this one. A little curve underneath, and then bring his chin around there, and then he's going to have a goatee moustache, beard thing, like that, and that's his neck, so we can then draw that in there. Bring the rest of his sleeve around like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then his bottom of his tunic will be there. When you are sure that the ink is dry, then you can erase the pencil. Oh, pencil lines. Carefully. I'm going to give these a little pattern across there as well. And I'm going to put lots of dots in here. Now I think they'll be wearing fairly earthy kind of tones, so that's what I'm going to give them. I'll do the whole of this. This is called lime green. It's not very limey. It's quite an earthy lime green, I think. Can you see that? Hang on. It's very hard to remember to keep things in the camera. And I'm going to do the same on there. I'm going to make that lime green. I'm going to do their faces like I'm pretty much doing everybody's faces on this project. This is called Milky White. Do the same with their fingers and the same with the little sheep, little lamb there. And then I'm using a colour called Fruit Pink. You can use whatever colours you like. You can use watercolours or crayons or felt tip pens or whatever you like. You know, watercolour pencils, coloured pencils, anything you like. Make these a bit more stripy. And I'm going to add a little bit of shadow in under there as well. Oh, we need that. Left that side alone, didn't I? There we are. And I'm going to make these sort of brown on this side. And I think I'll make that brown in there. And also I'm going to do stripes on here, but I'm not going to draw in the lines with the ink on this one. So he'll just look a little bit lighter coloured. And you may remember I just used kind of grey to put a little bit of wool on the sheep, and then I'm going to use a bit of grey here too, just to add a bit of shadow like that. And I think I just use a little bit of darker brown to pick that out a bit, maybe a little bit there as well, and there where it's kind of dark there too. And then I'm going to do the shepherd's crook there like that. Now we do some chopping, and I say this on every one of these nativity videos. If you're a youngster doing this on your own, please do be very careful with scissors. Well, even if you're a grown-up, but if you're a youngster, maybe you want to get some help from a grown-up to help you so you don't cut your fingers. Always keep your fingers behind the blade, and you know, be careful with scissors. They look pretty simple things, but they can really give you a bad cut if they're sharp scissors. And we don't want you ending up in hospital for Christmas, do we? No. Mrs. Rayner is a casualty nurse, works in the emergency room, and she would be very upset if you turned up having cut your fingers or making a nativity. Now we need strips here to hold these up, so we're cutting that off there. And we want that a little bit cut off there as well. Glue under the tab. Fold it together, maybe bend a bit underneath. Let's stick our shepherd on the front. And this is what they're going to look like when they're kind of stuck on the table. So they'll be like that. There we are. 2 shepherds. Cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, you're going to carry on and make the second wise man and build up your nativity for Christmas. If it's all a bit too much for you, don't forget you can download the plans and buy them ready to print and cut out PDF from my website. Check out the playlist for all the other videos in the nativity set, and in the meantime, keep drawing, practice, and I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye bye, and a very happy Christmas.